because mass media is totally controlled by hidden government. So America itself want to go back to the time of George Washington time. So just a tabloid, you see, the newspaper like that. They're the people trying to tell the truth, and I can introduce you to this press. And I went together with him. In the basement, I found reducing the human being, the population of the human being, maybe to the half or so by the time of 2002.
It was a written statement.
Yes, written statement.
Yeah, sure. It's actually crafted, even crafted on a stone.
Yeah, AIDS and all these diseases, you see, who
was created, absolutely.
Which institution created. And the Japanese population is too big, maybe to reduce half, you see. And all of this, I saw the document. Almost 1 million UFOs surrounding on this planet.
Yes.
They try to save the people in case that kind of thing happens.
You see, I have always said that those UFOs, we call them, nowadays they are called UFOs, but in reality they have always existed. They have existed, we used to call them angels, demons, genies, you know, you have them in all the ancient traditions. They're not unidentified objects. For somebody like me, comes from an ancient tradition, and I think also you can relate to this. Those entities have always been there.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't call unidentified what I eat every day. That's why I will stop calling them UFOs, because it would be like calling UFO my piece of bread. I eat it every day, so it's a piece of bread, you know, or rice. I don't call it UFO. So we should learn to say that those entities have been always with us. It's just for us to rediscover them and to acknowledge that they have arrived in this moment of time, because 2012 is the great gathering of these energies.
Yes.
So they are surrounding the planet with these great energies. It's a galactic federation approaching. And there's a commander approaching. And this is something that obviously will put human beings in front of a reality which is so great.
That is why I have some association calling people, so long as we cleanse our soul and have, you know, awakening, the spiritual awakening, it's very, very important.
Very important.
Time limit is 2012, you see. Then
that is the deadline.
New civilization
then
will start.
The new civilization,
yes.
Like I was saying before, earlier here, before we start this interview, there is going to be 7 years, 7 planets. It's like 7 days.
Yes.
Those 7 years from 2012 to 2019 are going to be the critical moment after 25,920 years. And that is going to be not 2012, but 2019, the moment in which we will have the manifestation of the kingdom of God.
Yes.
And 400 years of peace. Inshallah, as they say in the Middle East, if God wants.
Yes.
So we hope for that.
Okay, we continue.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Thank
nice
you.
meeting you.
Who and what is the Galactic Federation of Light? The Galactic Federation of Light originates, its headquarters, now you hear all sorts of stories, Lyra, this, that and the other, is in Orion.
Okay, these are the transmissions from Orion. A man at NASA gave me this. And it is a sphere, rose quartz. And what I did was that I remote viewed a big interstellar fleet out in the area of Orion. And as I saw it in my mind's eye, I began to tune consciousness and this sphere with my bioelectric field. And as I held it, I put my hand out and suddenly, zap, all these detectors started going off. And they went off for about 5 hours over the course of this past year. And these were going on at the same time, these objects coming through Orion. They're coming, my friends. And what they were saying is that we're coming. Nothing's going to stop it.
And they are a blonde-haired, blue-eyed race. And I'm not being racist because there are a lot of beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed races out there. But these beings are so beautiful, so angelic looking, and so incredibly evil. It's the way they handle you and the things that they do to you. It's like you can come across the reptilians, and these were all reptilians. These beings have evolved. They have changed physical containers. They no longer look reptilian. But when you have the ability to see properly, when you can see properly, you see through the facade, they are not what they seem. And they have this ability to connect with you mentally, telepathically. Telepathy is mental, right? The fourth dimension is the mental dimension. And what they do simultaneously is they have technology and they have the ability to stroke your central nervous system, giving you the sensation of euphoria. And there's channelers all around the world who have fallen victim to these beings. And it's happening. I see it everywhere. I've dealt with these beings time and time again. About the Greys, well, they are all in collaboration. Even though they're factional and they fight and do all this sort of stuff, they all belong to this one big empire which spans, the top starts here and goes all the way down. And that is what we call on the planet the Galactic Federation of Light. They have amassed a great empire. At the top of that empire there's two beings that run the whole show. They are both originally, and still are at the core, crocodilian reptilians. For those who don't know about this stuff, look at the ancient Sumer statues and you'll see the snouts. Look at the Egyptian hieroglyphs, you'll see crocodiles in it. They're everywhere, okay? It's all in it, you just got to go looking for them in the right places. It's nothing new. They have amassed such a great empire that it spans all the dimensional levels. Well, you see, that's a dimensional level. These are really octaves. But they sell it like it's a dimensional level. I've heard speakers on this planet talking about 6th, 7th dimensional Dracos. I've heard them talking about, oh, these beings came in from the 12th dimension. No. So what they've done is they've replicated the whole dimensional structure of the universe down here in the lower universes. And these beings play God. So really, all they are big fish in a small pond.
Beautiful event. I think I'm going to have to go to. I'm going to go all the way here to Mount Shasta this past fall because I want to show you something that we have been getting. These are more and more. We have hundreds of these. I'm just showing you what that's me. And we had this object come into the sky, and it began to signal with my laser. I have a stronger laser, and very bright. And we had one for 2 hours and 45 minutes, after which a big orb that all of us came right into the circle of our group. And this is Mount Shasta. Look at this. This is about 100 feet from us. It's a triangle. And it comes in. And these were going on at the same time, these objects coming through Orion. We're coming, my friends. And what they were saying is that we're coming, Nothing's going to stop it.
Sparked by a mysterious object floating under the spacecraft yesterday. It was detected shortly after a routine check of the shuttle's steering jets. Now, since Columbia, NASA developed several tools and procedures to safeguard the shuttle while in space. NASA admits they may never know exactly what the unknown objects are, but confirms the shuttle is ready to handle the 3,000-degree temperature it will meet as it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere.
Over the years, we have chased many of these things, maybe not with the visibility that this one has gotten, and rarely, if ever, been able to pinpoint exactly where they came from.
If we can understand the place that we exist within right now, without letting it freak us out, you know, just overwhelm us to where we want to go hide and like believe in anything except this because it's too big and too scary and too much in the drama to deal with. If we can just face it and say, boy, that's interesting, didn't teach that in high school. We can stay in our power during this. Right now we're on a planet where most of the people are what we call sleepers. They're going to stay that way in this cycle. There's not enough time, and the drama has gone too far, too fast, for them to have time to sufficiently wake up and begin to understand these things.